Yo, what is going on, guys? Alex7 here. Welcome back to another video. Now, this is a bit different. I'm starting off with the face cam, and there's only one reason behind it, guys, and that is because we actually have an insane package that has arrived to us. Take a look at that. Huge shout out to Logitech, guys. I'm now sponsored by them. You can use my affiliate link down in the description below to go ahead and check that out. Of course, I'm going to do a review on this, but let's go ahead and let me show you guys what I have received. So guys, here it is, the Logitech G923 as well as the Logitech Pro X wireless headset. Again, huge shout out to Logitech for sending this to me, guys, and I will be getting more stuff as well. However, due to the shipping and COVID and all that, I will not get it yet, but these were the first two to arrive, and now I can finally get started. So you guys already know what this is, the headset from Logitech. So I'm very happy I can finally upgrade the headset I'm currently using right now. And I'm really up to try this out in games like Valorant as well, because as much as I do love my racing games, I do love my first-person shooters, and I'm sure this is going to be perfect along with it, as well as racing games. So let's go ahead and open this up and show you guys what I got here. And I'm not really used to the one-hand type of unboxings, but thank God, maybe I can pull like a Marcus Brownlee here and see what I can do with one hand, as I don't know how these guys do it. I really don't. All right, so testing out my unboxing skills, I think it's actually going pretty well because I'm doing this pretty quickly. And bam, guys, we have the headset. Let me pull this out. So I actually needed two hands to do this, guys. But anyways, here is the Logitech Pro wireless headset. So it comes with a USB that obviously you plug into your computer. I mean, I really hope you do. But it comes with that. And also comes with the headset in the middle. And if I open this up, let me figure out, because I don't want to, I'm trying to do this neatly. So this is the headset itself. I'm going to try this on in a second. We have the headset here. USB, I'll take this out. Let me open this up. So behind here we have the, no way. Bro, it comes with a bag? That's crazy. So it comes with a bag as well. And there's something in here, which would be, this looks like a micro USB to USB. So this is probably the charging cable that you use. There's also the mic boom here as well. So you can see that it just plugs in there. And the USB, I already mentioned that. And there's something here as well. Oh, interchangeable puffs, I think is what you want to call them, puffs. I want to call them puffs. But we have interchangeable puffs there, guys, and you have the headset. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out of the wrap, and I'm just gonna try this on really quick. All right, guys, so here is the headset actually on. And first I want to say, there's not that many headsets I can wear. I have my earrings on, and I really don't feel this headset at all, like creeping on my ears. So already these are super comfortable. Nothing that I have to mention is that these earmuffs are foam, and as you can see, the ones here are leather. So don't peep the Versace there. Don't peep the Versace. But anyways, these are foam. So if you ever want to swap up between the leather feel and the foam, you can do that as well. And again, everything else I mentioned is in the bag. But these, I'm pretty loving them right now. But of course, I'll let you guys know once I actually try the headset on and with the audio and all that. So anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into this bad boy. So this is a G923, guys. And again, this is their new wheel that literally pretty much just came out. It was only teased not too long ago. And they've decided to send this out to me. Again, huge shout out because there are so many games I want to try out with a wheel. And I've always been thinking about getting one. So thank the Lord, Logitech has even made this new one. Now this is their True Force. So they changed a lot of stuff up with their older generation wheel. I did used to have the G29. So this is the step up from it. Now, pricing, I'll leave all the pop-ups right now on the screen for you guys in Canadian, American. But I highly recommend using my link in the description below if you're interested. I will have an actual review of it later on next week. But this is more of an unboxing, letting you guys know what's in it, etc., etc. Let's go ahead, open this box up. Let's take a look at what is inside. So when you first open up, we have the warning sheet. Basically just says, pills have pinch points. That's obvious. I'm not gonna stick my fingers there. It also says for PlayStation 4. Now again, this is going to be compatible with the next gen console, so PlayStation 5, Xbox X, it will work for it, and it also works for PC. So as you guys can see, it basically just tells you how to use it. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Yeah. And now let's take a look at the cables. So the first cable we have here is the power supply. So you have the power cable, which you would obviously use to plug into your power, and that would give the wheel power. You have a Logitech G sticker, which is perfect because I know where I'm going to put this. You also have another Logitech booklet here. So if I open this up, you guys can see what this says. Keep playing, guys. So right there, life is more fun. Again, a huge shout out to Logitech for sending me this stuff over. And there's so much more this setting, but again, due to the reasons of COVID and all that, I will not receive it yet. Now, it also says the play seat for Logitech. So this is basically if you want to have your seat with Logitech. Pretty easy, pretty simple. You also have your usual stuff, the safety compliance. Now you also have your usual stuff, the safety compliance. And of course, you have the cable here, which is connected to the pedals. Let's go ahead and take these two stuff out. Now with one hand, I can actually lift this up. And as you guys can see, if I move this over, we have the wheel. I'm just gonna take the pedals out as well. I'm just gonna do a quick first look at this wheel. Actually, first note, the pedals are a lot more heavier than the actual wheel. So obviously this, I assume this would be planted firmly on the ground. And there's nothing else in the box. All right, guys, so right here is the pedals. Now, they've changed a lot from the previous gen. Off the top of my head, I can tell you right now is that this used to be ABS plastic, I believe, but it is now metal. So that's pretty cool. And it looks a lot more durable than it was last gen. Now, I used to have a manual car, so I can tell you right now what the pedals feel like. So that's the accelerator. The brake is definitely a lot heavier to push down on. It actually feels like there's a progressive spring here. And the clutch one, I want to say, is in between. So basically, easiest to push down, hardest to push down, and in between. So actually, I'm gonna sit down and I'll let you guys know how this actually feels right now. Because I can't even push down with the brake pedal. Alright guys, so like I said, now my left foot's actually a bit injured, but I can still press down on this. So there's your clutch, pretty easy to press down on. Feels realistic. Same thing with the accelerator, it literally feels like as if I was in my car. The brake pedal is definitely a lot harder to push down on, but I feel it's gonna be perfect for actual racing. So that's very nice to have. Like I said, it's easy to push down at first, and then it gets progressive, just like a real brake. So it definitely has that realism to it. And can I heel toe? Yeah, well, my heel toe might not be what people say, but this is basically how I heel toe. Pretty simple, like I don't need to do that. I can do the same thing with my shoe, but anyways, pretty and nice, guys. Now the actual wheel itself, if I move this over, you can see you have the up and down buttons. This is actually used for the dual clutch system, which works on Forza Horizon 4, so I can't wait to show you how that works. Pretty nice, like it feels nice, sturdy. Now you also have the blue aluminum piece at the top, guys. If I take a look at all this detail, if you do get the Xbox version, then these will obviously be replaced with Xbox logos. Logitech logo in the middle, and you have the paddle shifters, which feel pretty nice as well. I can't even lie. Overall, I'm loving this wheel, guys. Honestly, if you're going to be choosing between the G9, and to be honest, guys, if you're going to be choosing between the G293 and the G29, highly, before straight off the bat, don't even bother with the G29. Get to the G293, because already the pedals feel a lot different. I like them a lot better, as well as the wheel. All right, so now guys, now that we actually have the wheel pretty much up and done, I'm going to go ahead, go on my computer, go ahead and set it up, and I'll let you guys know. I'm going to show you the program of how it works, how you can adjust the settings and all that. Then we're going to go ahead and Forza Horizon 4 and test it out. I'm going to try some drifting. We're going to go ahead and see. So let's go ahead, Forza Horizon 4. Let's go to my PC. Let's try it. Yo, guys, here we are in Forza Horizon 4 with the new Logitech G923. So we're going to be testing it out. Now, I already have the settings out. Before I do that, I want to show you the Logitech G Hub. So this is basically it. Now I only have 2 items so far from Logitech, and that is the Pro X wireless headset, which by the way, not only is it pretty amazing, the actual sound in first person shooters, guys, is simply insane. I'm not using the microphone on the headset right now. I'm using my HyperX at the moment, but hands down, guys, I don't have gameplay of FPS, but I promise you FPS, it just like my mind's blown. But anyways, so this is basically what you can do with the new G923. So as you guys can see, you can turn this on and off. You can also basically have commands, drag and drop them onto here, and it basically gives you a mappable keys. You can do that for keys, actions, macros, system. You can do all of that, and you can button map it to every one of these keys. Now the steering wheel, you can see that it has the full range, so it is 900 degrees. You can turn it 450 one way and 450 the other way. You can adjust operating range, the sensitivity, the censoring spring strength. And as you guys can see right here, if you check this will use the so if you check this, it will use the in-game settings. I could turn that off and I'll turn it back on. Now True Force utilizes the game's actual physics and engine in supported games. Now, not that many games are supported so far, however, because this wheel literally just came out. In the future, I'm sure more games will have and support True Force. So I'm just gonna leave this checked anyways, because if I uncheck it, I will be able to change the centering I won't be able to change the centering spring strength. So if you click this, it's for in non-force feedback games. Again, I already have a force feedback game. Forza Horizon 4 has its own force feedback, so I'm not going to touch it. Right here is the pedals. You guys can see, you can change the sensitivity of the pedals individually. So there's my brake. Now what I'm talking about is that it's easy to press, and the roundabout here is when it's progressive, when it gets harder to press down, and the more you push down, the harder it is to do. Now the clutch as well has a little bit more leniency. The clutch is probably in between, as I said earlier in the video. But other than that, you guys want to see some gameplay, so let's head back to Forza Horizon 4, and I'll show you guys basically how it goes. Now, again, we have 900 degree steering on. The settings on the wheel for Forza Horizon 4, I haven't really played with it that much, but I'll show you guys drifting with it, going off-road, because I'm definitely ready for WRC 9 and or any WRC game in that matter. So I'm gonna quickly teleport there because I'm not sure you guys want to see most of this, but if I have any nice drifts or any of that in between, I will let you guys know. But just my own thoughts and opinions so far and the first impressions, because obviously I haven't had the wheel long enough to do a full review, but I mean, so far guys, this wheel, I do honestly quite enjoy it. Now I haven't been able to use the True Force yet because that was a mega fail. I wasn't even in the right gear for that. But I haven't been able to use True Force yet. Assetto Corsa is one of the games that supports True Force, so I will have to go ahead and buy Assetto Corsa to test it out. And again, more developers will be able to add True Force once it's in the game. Now I will be getting a shifter as well. I just do not have the shifter yet. The manual shifter is basically one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. This one does have power shifters, so it's pretty interesting. But we're almost at the dirt path, so I'll show you guys my own thoughts. Alright, so let's see if I can really show you guys how this wheel does, how it compares. Alright. Now, the force feedback, again. Whoops. That was not good. So I'm gonna have on this view, which by the way, I really hope most racing games have this view, because it really is a brilliant view. That was actually really bad. Now guys, I must admit, this view on most racing games is beautiful. Because when you have a wheel, you want to... Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. I'm on my bag today. I'm on my bag today. Now guys, honestly, the only thing that I really think is missing is if Logitech made a handbrake switch. I really hope they can do something like that, because that would complete the whole setup. It really would. I mean, Logitech makes great products, and for an entry level wheel, in fact, not only would I call this entry level, because I know a lot of people use it for pro racing as well, and I can see why. It's for the price, it's a brilliant wheel. I mean, why would you not? When you have the likes of Logitech, Rustmaster, etc., something that to get you started with great force feedback, pretty great build quality, because again, the pedals on this wheel are greatly, there we go, greatly improved. Now, I know a lot of people are probably gonna question why I'm using third person on when you're using a wheel, because a lot of people are like, yo, I understand that, but alright, let's see if we can get some turns in here. There we go. Like the feel, guys, I don't think you understand. When you actually grab a wheel, getting a wheel on any racing game, I promise you, is going to be the best thing you've ever done in your entire life. I haven't used the wheel in a very long time, and when Logitech sent this to me, I was like, okay, I'm ready for this. And you don't even take in, it makes games that you used to think weren't fun. I mean, again, I haven't tested this in Need for Speed. Whoops, I'm way off that line. Super way off that line. It makes games fun that I used to think, like, you know, it makes you think, you know what, why have I not done this earlier? Why am I not playing on the wheel from time ago? You know, it's, let me just finish that. It's brilliant, it really is. And like I said, first impressions, I have zero complaints, guys. The Logitech G Hub alone is a brilliant feature, especially since you can map all your keys to it. But I'm gonna pop this up in the Crew 2. I'm gonna do a couple more testing. So let's open up the Crew 2 and I'll let you guys know how I feel about in that game. So guys, here we are in the Crew 2. Now the really cool thing about the Crew 2 is that it has this feature. Now first things first, the force feedback in this game feels insane. Insane. In fact, I honestly thought that this was true force working at first. But the thing is, the thing that you can't see that I can, and I will actually pop up a picture on the screen right now. I was gonna record really quick with my video, or in fact I'll just include, let me just. So guys, the actual really cool thing is, oh well, look at that tweetception. But anyways, the really cool thing about this wheel is that I'm gonna turn this around. As you guys can see on the wheel, you see that? So the lights actually go with the RPM of the car. Brilliant. But anyways, so there's so many features in this wheel that I think honestly make it super worth the price. But without further ado, let's actually test this car in the game. Now, like I said, the force feedback in this is beautiful. I'm currently using the I think it's at like 60% right now, the force feedback in game, and I'm using 900-degree steering. So like I was saying, even the vibrations when you use the nitro, bro, it makes this game super fun. The steering's really loose at obviously like this, but when you slow down to pretty much near zero, the wheel's insanely hard, guys. It's just realistic. There's nothing more I can tell you than that. But just to prove to you how crazy this is, we're gonna go ahead in a race so I can get a full glimpse of what it's like.
A few moments later.
But I will fix this up. Bro, this is not going nicely on video. This is not. I need to restart this. How do you restart on controller? It's bro, I forgot what. Alright, so pretend that did not happen, guys. Welcome back to another video. I'm at 7 and this is episode 2, attempt number 2. So like I said, I don't know if you can tell, you can see the wheel like shaking, but listen, pretty much loving it. Feels realistic. I can still feel the road, so even when I'm like drifting, I'm an idiot. That was actually such a bad turn, bro. I'm supposed to be showing you guys like professional driving right now, and I'm not. Yeah, so I even felt it there. That's right. Still gotta get used to all the turns and all that, but guys, I'm even gonna use the nitro here. Ooh, this turns a lot more than 900. Alright, I think if hold on, was that me? Was that the rubble I was feeling? Oh no, it wasn't. Alright, so we got a turn coming up right here. I mean, I try to play this like, you know, an actual like Gran Turismo. Yeah, you guys don't see that drift. I think I need to like, let me go on like this. Alright. So at least, you know, I get some like nice drifts in if I do. Yeah, you know what's crazy? I see my issue. Come on, reverse, reverse, reverse. Before these guys catch up. I was gonna say, the thing with the crew too, when you go on a drift, you have to get used to being able to control it. So sometimes I play on controller so I know what I'm doing with the wheel percents, and then the rest of it I think is pretty easy. But first impressions of the wheel, guys, I'm loving it. Like I said, I feel like a game, any racing game, should be played on a wheel. At least try it out. At least, yeah, see, I did it again. I'm actually so bad. Yep, yo, just move, so I can. Yeah, it's like I overextend when I drift. Quite interesting, but first impressions, like I said, guys, I'm loving it, and I really think anyone should try a wheel at least once in their life. Everyone should, at least, because it's a whole new experience to the game. It really is. Especially with the force feedback alone is what makes the wheel so good, because you can really feel every. I don't know why I went so wide there. No idea why I went so wide there. I'll go on the inside here though. I'll take this. And by the way, the headset, like I said, in first-person shooters, brilliant. And everything else, it's still really good, but exceptionally well in first-person shooters, especially Valorant, which is the main game that I play. But there it is, guys. My first impressions. Honestly, why would you not? That is literally my first impression. Why would you not? If you do not have a wheel right now, why would you not? Like I said, any racing game in general is a lot more fun with a wheel. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do this a lot more often with a wheel, especially WRC9 is one of the games that I cannot wait to show you guys with a wheel. Cannot wait. And soon I will have a face cam with this type, but I honestly think this is going to be my like wheel type of like racing games. Like I think this is gonna be my cam setup for now. So if you did enjoy this video, guys, leave a like down below and subscribe for more racing content. Cannot wait to try this out in the upcoming game. Hold on, why is this deer on the track? Where are you going? Look at that little bugger. But yeah, I'm Alex7, and I'm all, guys. Peace.